Here we are live at Plate and Ponder Empty Nesting with Jen and Chris Fenton. Tonight we got a special group of guests. It is the Suddleson family. Saul's Brooklyn, but we're going to have Brooklyn on her own special episode someday. So that's going to happen. But we do have Madeline Suddleson, we have Amy Suddleson, and we have one of my longest time friends, Geoff Suddleson. And all of them have become very close friends, not just of me, but of the most famous part of this podcast. Who is that?
Hello, I'm back.
She's back. That's Jen Fenton. Thank God she's back because everybody loves her way more than me. But please follow, download, enjoy, engage, do all that kind of stuff on all of the podcast platforms you listen to. And remember, we are in 73 countries around the world. The last one we picked up was the Ukraine. And let me tell you, everyone in the Ukraine that's listening to us feels a little bit better every day, even though this war still drags on, because we bring lots of happiness to them, don't we?
Certainly do, but let's get into this, shall we? Okay, I would love to, you already introduced the Suddlesons, but I think we need to go way back and really explain the relationship with the Suddlesons. And Maddy, what do we always say? Maddy's the oldest daughter. Maddy, what do we always say about the relationship? Like, how would you describe us to somebody that, like one of your friends?
I describe Jen and Chris as my parents if my parents die.
Exactly. So Kaylee and Dylan would go to Geoff and Amy if we died.
And Brooklyn and I would go to you guys.
Exactly. So we're parents if your parents died.
Yeah. And Kaylee and Dylan are my siblings if my parents die.
100%. Right. I feel like that's a really close relationship. I mean, we've known each other for, well, Amy and I have known each other for 26 years. Geoff, how long have you known Chris?
So let's see. We met around Thanksgiving in 1994.
So I was still in high school.
Okay. So Chris.
Me too.
Well, I seeked you out because I saw you in Die Hard 2.
No, it was Die Hard 3.
Die Hard 3.
But here's the thing, it hadn't come out yet. Because I had just returned from production, again around Thanksgiving, and my dear friend who I grew up with, Evan Wender.
Who we've talked about on the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Applause for Evan. That's
Woo!
amazing.
Evan.
Amazing. Evan said, listen, I'm having a flag football game with a bunch of guys that I'm in the mailroom with at William Morris. Come hang out. So I went and I hung out, and it was a group of interesting guys, and there was Chris. And it was it was like a slow, it was like in a movie, slow motion.
Were you running to each other?
Eyes catching each other and running to.
He does have very pretty eyes.
Well, first of all, Geoff, we are on the air, and you got to speak a little quicker, okay? You are.
Sorry.
But let me just tell you something. You are a talent. You're a talent agent. You move quick. You move fast.
That's never been.
Bring it on the air, baby.
Yeah, speaking quickly has never been my problem.
Well,
it is now.
We want to keep people super engaged here at one speed, but that description needs a 1.25 just for a little bit. But like, let's quicken it up,
Great.
Right, Amy? You're going to speak fast, and you're going to speak into the mic.
So fast.
But let me tell you something. This relationship has been like a blessing, to say the least. Right? When you say?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, first of all, on top of knowing each other for as long as we've all been married. Our kids have grown up together. We've gone on family vacations together. We've shared baby nurses. Amy celebrated her birthday at our wedding, right? I think.
And you had a cake for me.
We did have a cake. Yeah. I mean, we were close always. And I remember we got to Geoff and Amy's wedding though a little late.
Yeah, we did get there a little late. I think it was back before Uber.
I was also late to the wedding.
Yeah, I believe the car pulled up right in the ceremony.
Yeah, into the circle where you guys are getting married.
Jen did say to me, who the hell starts their wedding on time? Like, you ask people to come at a certain time, and then you're going to start like 15 or 20 minutes later. And I'm like the one person where it was called for this time, and we're getting started at this time.
It's true.
You know what? I actually remember, too, when you first met Amy, you were like, I don't know.
Is that true? Yeah. Are you just making shit up?
No, it's like when you met Tori Spelling the first time, you did the same thing. You gave her the stink eye.
Wait, do people think I give them the stink eye, though?
Yes.
You did give us... Oh my gosh.
You know what? I'll own it. It's okay. I'll own it.
At least Amy didn't have to think about it.
You know what? That's true. I appreciate the honesty, and you just went right in for the kill. And that's why we're friends. We are very blunt and we are very honest with each other. We've never minced words. We tell it like it is. I think we call each other when we need that like hard kick in the butt when it comes to life. I mean, even when it comes to death, as sad as that sounds, it's sort of like okay, I know you're sad now. Pick yourself up and, get your big girl pants on and let's move on and what needs to be done.
And I think like with parenting stuff, I'll always call Jen just to have like another sounding board or, hey, should I be doing this differently? And I super like value everything like
vice
taught
versa
me and tell me.
Well, because Maddy is older, so I've had the luxury of kind of riding your wind, right? You've learned, even moving kids into college, right? I learned from you because you did it a few years ahead of us.
Well, even going off of that, I feel like I have a great relationship with both my parents, but when I was struggling with things and didn't feel like I could go to my mom, you were the other mother.
And I love that. That was so special, and I love that. And that's the point. Sometimes your kids can't talk to their parents, but they can talk to the uncles or the aunts or the close friends. And we always say, like with Kaylee and Dylan, just talk to somebody. If you can't talk to us, that's fine. I'm not insulted that it's not me. I just want you to talk to somebody.
I'm sort of loving this. There's just a lot of love in the air right now. I got to give it a little bit of an applause. But
Geoff, I have a question.
Yeah. Please.
So, did you want to be an actor, or did you just fall into it?
Oh, he didn't just fall into it. His first role required him falling downstairs.
No.
But how did you get cast in Die Hard?
Oh, it was a big casting issue.
It's a very funny story, and I will say this quickly. So at one point, first job out of college, I was John McTiernan's production assistant on Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Was that the one at the airport?
No, it was the one in New York City with Sam Jackson.
Oh.
There was stop with the hand.
No, he's going fast enough.
There was a little bit of a snafu, and they needed somebody to play an extra both in New York and then matched in South Carolina. They didn't want to pay an actor to go down there, so they picked someone off the crew. It's really not that.
Can I look at you at IMDb? Like if I pull your name up, it won't come up.
I am on IMDb,
As
but
a PA.
for production assistant work, not for my amazing acting.
Well,
skills.
what's insane though is that our friend Evan Wender, our mutual friend who we gave a shout out for, he actually had laser discs that people like very advanced way of watching movies back in the early 90s, and we were able to slow it down to watch Geoff Suddleson. I'm pretty sure you were falling down a staircase or something.
I got
tased.
I got stabbed in the neck or something but
it was pretty amazing. I
Sorta
felt like
doesn't
you were going to
matter.
get discovered from that whole thing.
Oh yeah, no, it was not going to happen. It was not going to happen. By the way, it was my second acting role.
He didn't get discovered, but there was a behind-the-scenes documentary of the opening scene of Die Hard where it's the big explosion, and there was one take, and I took a film class last year, and they showed us this whole documentary behind the scenes.
Was
and
your dad in it?
There's a shot of a guy full frame. He's just squatting. You just see his bare not his bare
squatty
butt.
potty?
No, just in
Probably.
ready position, ready for the explosion to happen, and everyone started laughing in the class at this just full shot of the guy just
And did you have to say,
squatting.
"That's my dad"?
Well, I didn't realize it at first, and then I told my dad, and then I found the clip again. He was like, "So that was me," and I was like, a lecture hall of 90 film students at UCLA started hysterically laughing at that.
That is awesome. Kaylee,
And we
have
will
you
be
ever
finding
had a
that
situation like that?
Kaylee is not listening. Are you over there scroll? What is it? Rot scrolling? What do they call it? Scroll rotting? Doom scrolling. Anyway, Kaylee did give a shout out there saying she wasn't listening. So, Amy, when you first met Geoff, were you aware of his fame?
I wasn't. That's not what attracted me.
Oh
to
my
Geoff.
God, you're so Yoko Ono right now. Like, you knew who he was.
Yeah. No, I didn't. I've never been a Hollywood person. I don't know.
Why did you move to LA though?
I thought I wanted to produce TV shows really only because I'm so organized. And I loved the idea of organizing all these people into one place and making something happen. And then as soon as the show got canceled, I was like, what do you mean I don't have a job? And then I was like, I'm not staying in this business. I'm not cut out for it. And so then I married Geoff.
Well, wait, how did you guys meet?
We were fixed up on a blind date
I knew that.
by the Howards.
Wow. I thought it was like on Tinder or something.
It
No,
would
I'm
have been
kidding.
Jade.
It would have been back at that time for sure.
Farmers only.
Yeah.
Yes, that's where I found
we
him.
were one of the last couples that it didn't happen that way. We did it old
Interesting.
school.
Yeah, it was like everyone after us all met on JDate.
Because it wasn't long after Jen and I met, right? Because we dated.
So you were definitely dating before I met Amy.
For
Yeah.
sure.
But I think it was in our first year that we were dating that you guys started dating.
Sounds about right.
And then you guys got engaged before us.
Yes.
Right. And married before us. I think you
Yes.
got married about a year. How many years will you guys be this
03.
year?
23.
23. Okay. And we're 04.
Yeah.
A week from today
What do you
was
guys
our anniversary.
And what are you going to do, Jeff?
What are we going to do, Jeff?
I mean,
I'm choosing to be out of the house.
I thought you guys are
probably
going
a
Spain and Italy.
No, that's
well,
for my
that's
50th.
celebrating her 50th
But
birthday.
can't you do the double? Like, I mean, I'll
Excuse
suggest
me?
that.
Excuse
Amy,
me?
this is for
do
both.
the double?
I don't know.
This
You
is-
can talk about
I
doing
don't
the
want to be there
double.
for the double.
I'm feeling really uncomfortable. My dad listens to this.
Okay, so
I'm sitting next to my dad. So.
Hi, Les. Love ya.
all right, here's what I want to. I think we should talk about. Number one, this is an empty nesting podcast, so a lot of people listen to us just because it's relevant to their lives. But on top of it, there are kids in their lives that find relevancy to some of the kids that we have on here. Even though Maddie's not really a kid, but Maddy, where do you go to school? Like, give us a little bit of the color of what's going on in your life.
I go to a little school called the University of California, Los Angeles. Here in Los Angeles.
I'm sorry, as a professor of USC, I have to give the sad trombone.
Well,
But she's a
Kids
friend.
take classes at USC?
sober? So, yeah, so I just go to, I don't know, maybe just the number one public school in the country.
Facts.
Number one most Instagrammable campus.
Is
Number
that
one.
true?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
If you're pro-Palestinian.
Most applied to school in the
Most
world.
applied to school in the world. Number one
Really?
dining hall food.
True.
Really? How many
And-
dining halls do you have?
We
Do you have a ton?
So many. We have 3 that are like actual dining halls, but then there are a ton that are like you order and then pick it up, and it's all just really, really good.
You know, that's what I feel like Tulane is missing, because whenever
Every
I
school's
talk
missing
to,
that.
I mean, it's just, even McGill, none of these schools have great dining halls. Although TCU, I hear TCU's got great food.
I don't know, but UCLA, the food is so good.
You live off campus now, right?
I live off campus now. I lived in the dorms for a year, then in my sorority house my sophomore year, and then I'm now in an apartment for the
And
next 2 years.
Are
or
you
year.
on the dining plan now, or because you're in your own
No.
apartment, nobody does that? That's not cool.
No, I mean, you can get swipes into the dining halls, but I get my groceries and cook for myself.
You have a really large campus. It's huge. Do you have a car on campus?
I have a car, but I don't really need it to get to class. It's actually
Don't? Then why have you gotten 5 parking tickets on campus?
well,
this
that's
last year?
because
Uh-oh.
I decided to balance an internship while also being in school and had to go straight from my internship to class.
Okay.
And sometimes I didn't get to my car quick enough. And that's okay. You live and you learn. And like my mom or my grandfather always says, something that can be solved with money isn't a problem. It's just an expense.
Oh, I like that. Wow, that's like a tattoo.
Yeah.
We should put it on our
large
forearm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a big one. But I'm now going into my senior year at UCLA, studying musical theater.
Which is so you. Like, I could have coined this when you were 3 years old.
Which is funny, too, because when I applied to college, I told my parents I wanted to apply for either theater or film. And my dad, being in the industry that
Sure.
he's in, said,
He's
you don't
famous, remember.
You don't need to study film and theater to have a career in it.
Correct.
And it's harder to get into schools for that. So I initially didn't apply to UCLA for that. I applied for World Arts and Cultures, which I thought would be a combination of all different types of arts. It was not what I expected it to be. It wasn't for me. Called it World Farts and Cultures. I just knew I didn't want to get my degree in being a blue-haired barista, so I decided to...
That's probably good.
Yeah.
I'm sure your parents appreciate that.
Yeah, so then I switched to musical theater, which I think is more of like a purple-haired
She didn't
barista.
just switch.
I haven't heard
She
that term,
applied. There was a
blue-haired.
big application process. It was a lot.
Yeah, no, this
A
is not an
big,
easy
big
thing.
Yeah, I
But
had-
what's the blue-haired barista term? Like, that's a pretty.
Are you gonna
Just
coin
like
that?
artsy,
I sorta
fartsy
like that.
people.
Just like the most like woke artsy, which like no hate,
No
but
hate, no.
I
No.
don't really.
You don't
that's
jive
not
with it.
for me. It's not my truth. So I applied. I had to do 2 singing videos, 2 monologues,
Really?
a dance, 2 essays, a
An
resume,
interview.
an interview.
Yeah.
It's really strenuous.
Yeah, and I got in, which
It's amazing.
I wasn't like, I always thought it would be easier to transfer in once you'd already gotten into UCLA. It's easier to switch your major. But what I found out since getting into the program is this is the first time in I think maybe 10 years they've taken a quote unquote junior transfer into the program.
That's amazing.
And it's interesting because I actually just had a friend who's a year younger than me, and he applied, and he goes to UCLA.
Did he get
and-
in?
No.
Wow.
And he didn't get in. I just found that out and was like, I don't know what I did, but like, it's a lot harder than I thought it would be. And I had a
course.
professor tell me that they rarely accept UCLA students because of the idea that, oh, once I get into the school, it'll be easier to switch my major. But it's still like, UCLA theater is in the top 20 programs in the entire world, like nationally.
And when kids graduate, what are some of the jobs? Do they go to Broadway? Do they go to SNL? Like what? Tell me
They
what.
definitely aren't baristas.
They're definitely not blue hair baristas.
Oh,
Maybe they are to pay bills while doing.
There have been people who I think have gotten on Broadway. No one that I know, especially because I just switched in. But I think it's definitely building actors for more dramatic theater, like plays and musical theater as well, which is not really what I want to do. So I haven't seen anyone go the route that I want to do, but
But you can be the first.
exactly. And
what about being an influencer?
me?
Yeah.
I don't know what I would influence because I think
mean,
I
I
would
feel
do
like
the
you're very
opposite. I'm a
influential.
de-influencer.
Isn't there? There's probably an influencing role for that. Don't you think? Like if
I
you
don't
became
know.
the best influencer.
So I think influencing, that is so not like our world. It's more of our kids' world. But is it still like a big deal?
You influence me.
Well, because we're married.
Oh, okay, you're right.
I don't really, this is a funny story that my dad's gonna love that I going to share.
Ooh,
No,
I
it's
like
not
it.
about
Is
him.
it an earmuffs?
No. I feel like I'm the wrong person to ask about like influencers and like Alex Earl and all of those people. I just don't know a lot about it because I'm more focused again on the older comedians and people in
You've
SNL.
been an old- you've always been an older
I'm an old
soul.
soul.
You 100%
So
have been.
I don't really like. I'm watching Love Island. I watch Dancing with the Stars. I keep up in that sense. I'm not watching YouTube or following these influencers on like TikTok or Instagram.
Kaylee, are you listening?
But so I just finished my internship at UTA,
Which was
my-
really hard to get into as well.
it was very hard. I did have a little help from my father who works there.
Okay, but
But-
you know what? Maybe that helped get you in the door, but you had to stay there, and you did
This
that on
is
your
true.
own.
This is true, and I had very good reviews at the end of my time.
Didn't that make you feel good?
It did feel good.
And now, Geoff, as the dad, tell me. I mean, there's probably a little bit like, I don't know. Do I want people to know that she's my daughter? I want her to make it on her own. But then when she gets these, resounding reviews, you're probably like, yeah, shit, that girl's my girl.
Well, look, the bottom line is she'd been coming to the office since birth, so there was no hiding it, and it was fine. And I was thrilled that she got the internship, and she took the internship seriously. And from day one, it was clear she took it seriously. She was different than many of the other interns. And I think mostly because she understood what the environment was like. And so I give her a lot of credit for that. And the feedback on the backside of it has been genuinely pretty incredible. And here's the thing. She's chasing a dream, and I support that. But I did say to her, if you want to go for something that's incredibly difficult, you need to know every aspect of the business.
I love that.
So this internship was incredibly crucial, in my opinion, for her to understand the global scope of
And this is an exact reason why we trust you guys as friends and as parents if we died, because that's something that I'd want you to say to my kids too. I mean, it's a real look at the world. You're supportive, but you're also giving the groundwork of you need to know what you're getting yourself into.
Didn't this situation with our respective kids, doesn't it run out at 18 and we're kind of
yeah,
over?
It does.
Brooklyn's the only one that's inside.
Brooklyn's the only one.
I think it sort of ran out because you've said if anything ever happens to us, we got to all go down together, right?
Well, okay, this is a question. I mean,
let me ask one other question. Did the parents of Maddy call to ask for promotions within the first couple of weeks, or did they stay on helicopter parenting-ish?
I went by pretty much daily to find out when her next No, in all honesty, I very much stayed out of it. I sort of ran the other way, so to speak, metaphorically.
You weren't a helicopter parent.
And there were moments where I had this level of fear of, God, she's really immersed in this crazy universe. And the feedback I would get from Maddy about all the craziness made me realize she gets it, and she's totally fine inside this environment.
So I was just gonna say, going off of that, back to the creators and all of that mumbo jumbo that I just don't understand. There was one day when I was in the office, and I was basically a mailroom intern the majority of the time, so I was, delivering mail, and the assistants treat the interns like crap.
So there is a hierarchy.
Oh, absolutely, there's a hierarchy. And I don't take it personally or anything. I kind of just think it's funny, and I just do what they tell me to do, and then I come back and I laugh about it. And one day this girl comes into the mailroom with this big box, and she says, I need you to charge every single thing that's inside this box, but you can't use the chargers that comes with the devices. And I was like, okay, like, what is it?
Is this like a puzzle?
She goes, it's the chill pills. And I was like, the
what?
And she's like, the chill pills? And I was like, I don't know what that is. And she's like, okay, I'm really, really worried about you. And I was like, okay. So what can I do? She's like, you need to open the box and you need to charge all 50 of these, but you can't use the chargers, whatever. And I'm like, okay, and what is a chill pill? And she's like,
did you have to look it up?
Well, she wouldn't, like, she was like, first of all, I'm really worried about you. Do you follow Alex Earl on Instagram? And I was like, I don't know. Like,
for those
like
listeners
maybe.
who may be not familiar, she hosts a very, very famous podcast, and she's an influencer.
Wait,
Yes, call her daddy.
No, that's Alex Cooper.
Sorry. Look at that.
Okay, well, no. Okay.
See? And now I'm totally
No,
antiquated.
but off of that, so I was... They have some feud, Alex Earl and Alex Cooper. There's some big feud between the two of them.
See, I'm not down.
And I know that. I do know that. But she's like, you don't know, like, Alex Earl and the chill pills? I was like, I don't know what that... I'm so sorry, I don't know what that is. She's like, she literally, like, had it all over Coachella. Like, I'm really worried about you that you don't know what this is. And I said... as a joke, because I knew Alex Earl and Alex Cooper were in this feud, I said, well, I'm more of an Alex Cooper fan. Like, just to sort of like be like, I still know like, something. I still know some pop culture. And she goes, wow, now I'm really, really worried about you.
And how old was this girl?
She's probably like 3 years older than me. She's not that much older than me. And then, so I had this
How many followers does she have? Is it like crazy?
I don't know. Oh, Alex Earl or Cooper? Oh, a lot. Like, I know who both of them are, but I'm not constantly checking them up on social media.
But you know what's right? I just want to interrupt for a second because I want to bring Amy into this conversation. What's interesting...
It's okay. I'm enjoying listening.
What's interesting is...
by the way, before Amy comes in, I do want to... Maddy, you're in a sorority, right? Do you want to give any sort of shout out to your sorority and any of your peeps?
No.
That's okay. But I want to talk about influence, and I hope Amy doesn't get mad at me for asking, but Amy, she has a business and she actually creates content that show off what you've done with your clients. So it's so interesting that you have a daughter who might not even be all that into it, yet for your job, for your occupation, you're actually creating the content that we would consume on a day. Like I sit there and sometimes I do doom scroll and I go through all of the videos that you've posted. So it's so funny that, here your daughter's like, no, I don't want anything to do with it. Yet you definitely use it for your business.
She tried to hire me to run her social media, and I did not do a good job.
So Jen, I love that you're saying that, but there's one caveat. I pay someone to do it.
Do you really?
I don't do it.
I thought you did it on your own.
No, I started doing it on my own just for like a post of a picture, right? But I think what I realized about myself is when I'm on social media or when I'm creating content for social media, I'm not in the present. And so I can't focus on a job or a client or a situation and be trying to think about planning out the next video or whatever. And the truth is, that's not how the Nimble Nest gets clients. So
you get them through word of mouth, right?
Absolutely. Like 100%.
Like you got
All
a great
referral.
following, by the way.
It's
I love this.
It's not a great following, and the truth is, if I posted on stories and did all that, I'd be a part of it. But to me, it's not like the main priority. So I have a fabulous organizer that works for me. She has a marketing background. She has the cutest voice. She's super creative, and I'll just say to her, "Hey, can you please do this?" So I do think that Maddy and I both are probably the same in that we really try to be present. And I think it's hard to be present and be mindful and then be doing all this stuff on the side. So I don't really do it myself.
You know what's cool though is like we get asked all the time for people to have guests. Like we get these publicists that reach out and they're like, hey, my client is big into dog food and you talk about your dog. Can they get on the show or whatever? It's sort of interesting. And I'm just looking at your Instagram right now. The Nimble Nest TM trademark, by the way, is a Los Angeles-based luxury boutique organizing in lifestyle company, right? Transforming the chaos of clutter into creatively reimagined spaces. That's pretty cool. I like that.
She was on a TV show.
And by the way, it's very visual, like your Instagram. I love it. It's like under, what is it? The Nimble Nest. Perfect.
Yeah.
I like following it. I didn't realize it wasn't all you. I was like, wait, she's way more creative social media wise than anybody I know.
No, I mean, I have a team of people who work for me, and honestly, it's not where I want to be spending my time. I rather be fielding calls and talking to people who are interested in the services. And
what's like the craziest thing? Like, so have you so we're empty nesters, right? So we got, well, not really. You have one daughter still at home, but
Yep.
She is going to be out of the house when? How many?
2 more years.
2 more years.
We see the finish line ahead of us for sure.
The finish line is coming.
I might be back before.
That's called a boomerang, right?
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
You can always move in with us,
I
Matt.
probably will.
That's a good idea.
We have plenty of room here. Kaylee doesn't want to come back. She
You
wants
can
wanna
come to
live
my
with the
house.
Fenton.
Kaylee's looking to live on the
Jen
East
takes
Coast
me
in
crystal
Delaware or
shopping
something.
whenever I stay here.
Yeah, Maddy, you said you're going to New York.
We'll see.
Who's paying for that?
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, that's why we'll see.
That's an expensive move, but
Yeah.
anyway, so
SNL is just begging to have me. So
ooh, that would be a good gig though. Gotta say.
Yes, it would.
So as almost empty nesters, like you probably work with empty nesters that are trying to like, I don't know, downsize or reorganize, or like it's just been chaos for 18 years and now they're trying to figure out how to fix it up. Like what, like, is there a good story in that? Is there a color?
I mean, I think what I've come to realize is just people start to recognize just how much stuff they have and a little bit of like how pointless it is. So I think as we're helping families with young kids, setting up systems for all their schoolwork and their art and all that crap and collection that we start to have over the years, because what happens is as these kids move out and they're off to college, they're not taking those things with them. And then when they're going into their adult life and getting married, they don't want any of this stuff with them. So I think it's just like really helping them downsize, understand what their priorities are, what things and assets that they own are important to them, and creating a new life and, I don't know, just this next chapter designed for them.
How hard is it living with Geoff? Does he organize everything too, or are you guys opposites?
No. I always joke Geoff is the yin to my yang, but the truth is I am the organized one, but he follows the plan. So he follows the labels and the rules, the organizing rules.
Really?
Yeah, he's great at it.
When you're on a business trip, though, do you like let it all just go to hell?
No, absolutely not. I have become a little bit more OCD about my daily life as a result of what I've learned living with Amy.
Seriously?
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Wow.
But wait, I'll tell you that when Geoff and I were dating, I was invited to their Hawaii trip, right? So we had been together maybe 6 months, and I was nervous about traveling with him because I know how I like to travel, very organized. I mean, I wouldn't call myself OCD, but I have some OCD tendencies. And we walked into the room, great room, beautiful hotel, and we immediately did the same thing, which was unpack, put our things away, hang up our shirts, figure out our sides of the sink. And it was like perfect because I wanted the right side of the sink and we didn't even have to discuss it. His stuff was already on the left. And I was like, yes.
Wait, do you actually use drawers like when you're on a trip? Like,
yes.
So I never.
We both do.
I think just in the last year I started using a drawer in a hotel room, mainly because Jen got so upset at me for all the time where I don't take anything out of my bag. I just leave it there. And then once I wear it, I just throw it into a corner of the closet. And then that's just where it is.
If we're traveling to multiple places, I do some version of that. If we're going and landing at one spot, I absolutely completely unpack. Everything goes in a space. Suitcase goes in the corner. And that's how it is.
And,
till it's time to go.
dirty clothes go in the suitcase. I've taught this to my kids.
What?
Yes.
But wait,
No,
here's
that's
On one side, you put all of your dirty clothes on one side so that at the end of the trip, you zip up that side with all the dirty clothes. You put the clean clothes on the other side with all the other things. And that way, when you get home,
It's
you
so easy.
unzip the dirty side and you throw them in the laundry.
But wait, the Suddleson family
But wait,
takes
is
it
that
even
after
further.
you've worn them all inside out too? Because that you get 2 wears out of it.
We're
We don't do that.
overpackers.
No, not even with
Okay,
underwear.
but we do have a 2-day rule. I think if you're going somewhere for 2 days,
No one laughed at that one. All right, it's fine.
I think if
Okay.
you're going somewhere for 2 days, I don't think either of us like really fully unpack. But if
Right.
you're there like longer than 2 days, yes, we hang stuff, we use drawers.
Well, yeah, even when we were traveling through Europe in that Airbnb, we had that like hallway closet. We were there for 2 nights? We still
we
put
were
all of
there
our
longer.
Oh, I feel
Maybe
like we always
3 or
just put our
4.
stuff in the
but
closet.
Yeah. But the other thing too, if you want like a really good trick, so yes, we use the suitcase for dirty clothes. But then what we do is, since I have both the girls, I'll have them separate their darks and lights. So dirty.
Whoa, what happened? What? Oh my gosh, you just unplugged your microphone. That's sort of interesting. Maybe somebody out there did not want the secret told about what you do with the you got it? It's a plus and a minus. There you go. Are we back on?
Okay.
We live?
It'll-
There we go.
It'll be our little secret.
Okay, so go on. Wait, I want to hear
No,
about the
so-
darks and the
Well,
lights.
because
What do you
when
do?
you come back and you do your wash, you've got the darks and the lights. So all the darks for both the girls are together, and all the lights for both the girls are together.
I'll give an applause for that. That seems way more complicated.
Thank God when you're going on vacation, you're thinking this detailed.
Yeah.
I am.
For me, I'd be like, that's too much information. Like, honestly, I don't even know what to do with that. I will say that I mean, at least I've gotten to the point where I'm sort of, okay, maybe I don't turn my underwear inside and out. Maybe I bring enough underwear with me to make it through. And then
Thank God.
I have figured out there's some hotels that you can count on getting the dry cleaning or the wash done within 24 hours if you need that. It's doable. Like if you really want to travel light, it's a good way to do it. But you got to be a trustworthy hotel because a lot of times it takes longer than they say it's going to take.
We as a family 3 years ago went to Europe. We went to London. We went to Paris, Rome, Florence.
And we saw underpants.
15 days on the road, all carry on.
No way. You
It
did
was
15 days?
the
All
worst.
carry on.
It was the worst. I look back at pictures and I was like, wait, I'm wearing the same thing that I was wearing
Wait,
7
how did
days
you
ago.
did you guys do any wash or
We
no?
did. We in Rome. We had a beautiful Airbnb that had what you refer to as
A
a
terrible
washer and
washer.
Oh,
dryer.
no, and it's
but
a
really,
dishwasher too, or
pretty
something.
Much,
It's like the
pretty
combo
much.
of it
and
all,
it doesn't
right?
dry. So yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah, no, we. I
was
mean,
rough.
with Dylan when Dylan and I would go like on the East Coast for like 23 days. It was all.
Oh.
How do we do this? How many coins do you got to bring? Because we would stay in motels and you have to.
And that is the antithesis of our daughter, who brought 65 pounds of bathing suits to Costa Rica.
Yes.
Yeah, that was.
That's my girl.
That was like a total like I had to like pick up that bag and I was like, wait, you're going to Costa Rica? It's all bikinis and it literally feels like this is overweight. I
But
need
did
to
you
weigh
see
it.
how good her Instagram pictures looked?
She was stunning.
Right. So I'm
I'm
glad
just not on social media that I just didn't see it. At
Maddie
this
missed
point.
it.
No, but Alex Earl saw it.
I know, but I commented and I liked it and I reposted and I shared it in spirit.
Oh my God! Did you see the repost on the Nimble nests?
Yes. I'm
Oh
going to
my God,
repost
yeah, it was
Kaylee.
Plate and Ponder.
Yeah. Oh, plate and pond. We gotta get.
We should get a cross promotion going.
Well, guess
What if you hire me to run your Instagram?
No.
I like it. Well, I think
I'm
we may
not
need-
good at
we
that.
may need to be in 74 countries. Maybe if we pick up one more country.
my niece just moved
Madagascar,
to Poland. Are
we're
you in
coming for
Poland
you.
yet?
Ooh, I don't know if we're in Poland actually.
So my
This
niece
could
just
be-
moved to Poland.
Really?
Yes.
This could be
We'll-
our go-to.
We'll have Plate and Ponder Krakow.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. Well, on that note, shall we go have dinner? Because we really
Yes.
are here to have a family dinner on Sunday.
Yeah. So I will say this has been pretty awesome, but we got to have like part deux, part trois, part quatre.
We'll
love
come back
that.
with
Yeah,
Brooklyn.
we would love that.
Brooklyn's
would
gonna
love
need
it.
her own.
Really? Well, now let me ask you this: do you want like a Stranger Things lead out? Do you want something like a little more G Love
80s
special
dance.
sauce? 80s dance. Oh, that's like an Austin Powers. Oh, that's like a little more 70s, I guess. But anyway,
That'll
you
do.
so hey, why don't you guys say goodbye one more time?
Oh, it has been a real pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I love you guys.
Love you. Thanks
Bye.
for coming.
You're so hot.
Wait, who is?
Everyone.
Oh, wow. Okay. So to Maddy Suddleson, Amy Suddleson, and Geoff Suddleson, and my co-host, who everybody listens to more than me, Jen Fenton, you were listening to Plate and Ponder Empty Nesting. Oh, and Bruin, too. You were listening to Plate and Ponder Empty Nesting with Jen and Chris Fenton. We are in 73 countries. We're looking for number 74. Please follow, download, enjoy, and DM if you want to come on the show someday. You can be our next guest. Thank you. And until next time, love you.